If you're new to sight reading, I have an application here that will give you training wheels to help you get started in the right direction. And that application is called Sight Reader Primer. So let's click on this. Okay, so we get this window here. Let's drag it into the middle and let's explain what's going on here. Okay, first of all, we have a guitar fretboard. We can choose 4-string bass, 5-string bass, or 6-string bass. Let's go to guitar because I'm more familiar with this instrument. Now this yellow line will indicate the lowest fret and the highest fret that the note or the chord shape will be chosen from. Over here we can select which strings the note will be chosen from or not chosen from, and we can control this yellow bar by clicking in this tool here, or I can just left click here and right click or control click on the Mac to set the highest fret. Okay, let's set it from 0 to 5. Now over here we have our keys and our scale. So I've got C and major. Okay, so C major, the notes will only be chosen from this region in the key of C major. So let's press generate. Okay, so a note has appeared and it happens to be C. Let me press spacebar and you'll see the C appear over here as well as the sound. Let me press spacebar again and we have a B. So I press space and there it is there. Spacebar, A, there it is there. Now, the best way to use this tool, of course, is to have your guitar in your hand, find the note by pressing space. There is the C, so I look for it on my guitar, and that could possibly be either on the 5th fret of the G string or on the 1st fret of the B string. I press space. Now the important thing is, yes, there is a note, but my goal was to hear that I got the same sound as the guitar. So, regarding these tools, let me show you now how to learn to read chords. But first, before I do that, I'll show you that you can choose different keys. So let's choose F, G and A and press generate. Now, as you can see, we've got a sharp here, which is F sharp, D. So I'm pressing generate just to see the notes, but then I press spacebar to hear them and to see them. Now I've done it with the spacebar because it's very easy to reach to, and I'm quite lazy, so I like to be able to have my guitar, just whack the spacebar and see the notes. Now, if I press spacebar again, I can see that note being E. Now you may think, well, how does he know that this note is E? Simply because I know my notes on my stave. And the cool thing is, after a few hours of using this, if you've never known notes before, you will know the notes on the stave as well. Switching over to chords, we click on this and we get a little box which appears. Now these are chord libraries which I've created with the chord library tool, and to check these out I just drag them in, just in like that. Now I can check out what the shapes are in these chord libraries just by right clicking or control click on the Mac. Open this chord library, and here are the basic chords. This chord library is called Basic Chords. So these shapes are all available to be tested on. So let's close that. We've got G and A chosen from the major scale, so let's press generate. Oh, now we've got a 5-note chord here. It's got a D, an F sharp, an A D, and F sharp. So let's check out what it looks like by pressing space. D major. let's try it again. Got a 3-note chord here. Listening for the sound, not necessarily where you're playing it on the fretboard, although you want to try and find it in this area. E minor, 7. D major. F minor 7. Let's spice it up a bit by choosing Super Locrian as our scale and press generate. Oh, look at this. We've got a 4-note chord which features a F, a D sharp, an A flat, and a B. Let's check it out. F7, F minor 7 flat 5. Now, if you can read chords, like I said, if you can read chords and the notes in a chord, finding single notes will be no problem. So if you're brand new to sight reading, probably start with single notes. So here is the tool to get you ready for sight reader, and I wish you hours of fun, and check out all the other tools, and that's about it for this application.